What's going on, guys? So today we're talking about another episode of Dueling Book Commentary. Woo! We got Tom 123123. Sorry, it's 123 123. I was trying to do. This is the second Dueling Book Commentary in a row where I'm kind of stalking somebody. Where I saw his last duel, but the last duel he just massacred Zombie Swarm with this deck. He's playing Spirals. I in case you didn't figure that one out yet. He has 981 rating, 1910 experience, so pretty decent amount of experience. He's climbing up there in the rating, but he's taking on Sancti, who's got 9. What? You can hide this image? Wait, can you? That's so. I didn't know that. He's got 921 rating with 1571 experience. Like I said, Tom is playing Spirals, but the reason I said his name 123123 is because he was taking on Elvis 23, and so I thought it would be like funny if it sounded like it was a battle of the 23s. It wasn't very funny, but we saw Gofu summoning his 2 tokens, terraforming Resort, quick fix. I believe was searched off Resort. There's only 2 cards though in his hand, so if he opened terraforming Gofu, then there should still be 3 cards in his hand. So he probably searched something other than one of these 2. At some point he didn't search one of these 2 cards, but he did search one of these 2 cards with Quick Fix or Resort. What's important now is that Double Summon was activated. Drone re-switched these. World Chalice. All right. I am excited to say the least. So we know that now Sancti is running World Chalice, and World Chalice is an interesting deck. I personally think the deck is really good at going second. I don't know if it's really good against Spirals going second. I'm pretty sure Ningirsu is non-targeting removal though. So you have a sleeper that's going to be kind of hard to deal with. Not really for Ningirsu. Ningirsu at the very least could just send himself and sleeper. And I think the sleeper's effect just activates when it's sent to the graveyard, not when it's destroyed. I could be wrong about that. So it's definitely possible we see Rescue being discarded to summon Quick Fix. Quick Fix being summoned, searching Last Resort. Proxy Dragon was summoned off Master Plan. Master Plan was used with a token. She was going to search something. Sancti just scooped. Like I said, just because World Chalice can go second doesn't mean they're always going to go well. The thing with World Chalice really bothers me because I love that deck. I took that deck to the last 2 decks I took to Garden City was Pen Magicians and World Chalice. I love World Chalice. If you don't open Venus or Brilliant Fusion, no, let me rephrase. If you don't open Venus and Brilliant Fusion and a World and either World Legacy, World Chalice, or Lee, you just brick. Like there's no like with Spirals, you open Terraforming, you search Quick Fix. You search Resort, you search Quick Fix. You really just need Terraforming another Spiral. That's a double Helix. Like, you can drone. Like, Spirals are the best deck of the format for a reason, but, like, literally that's all you need for Spirals is Terraforming or a way to get to the field spell and another Spiral. And World Chalice, they need a lot. They need a lot to get going. But, hey, remember, I don't know if you guys remember my top 10 decks of the next format video when I was talking about World Chalice. I think I had them at number 10, number 9, and number 10. They can summon a Gamma Seal with 3 to 4 negates. I just don't understand. They can summon a Gamma Seal with 3 to 4 negates, and that can end the duel. But then again, then you could just pass. You could tell your opponent to go first. Which, interestingly enough, Tom, remember I was telling you, Tom 123123 took on Elvis 23. The reason Elvis lost so quickly is because he lost Duel 1 because he was facing Spirals with Zombie Swarm. But he lost Duel 2 because he told Tom to go first. Like, Spirals want to go first. They can go second against Spirals, but, like, even going second Spirals can... I'm sorry, I'm here, I'm talking all this smack. I'm doing all these things about how even going second Spirals can pop off going first, which we saw Tom 123, 123 doing that. He popped off in the first duel. But Ghost Ogreing that resort, we see the fragileness. We see the fragileness of Spryals here on Dueling Book Commentary. Drone, reshuffling Sancty's deck. We don't know what this card is. Apparently it's not warning, because I would have warning the crap out of that Venus. Not a chance. You can leave those Mystical Shine Balls right in the deck where they belong. The thing is, though, if they do open well, they being World Chalice, what deck isn't like this? But if they do open well, they can open broken. Broken! I didn't mean to say it like that, but it's just how well they can open. So we see Mystical Shine Ball. Probably Imduct's coming to this zone. Be kind of down to put him here. Mystical Shine Ball going down. Imduct's being summoned. Probably another Mystical Shine Ball is going to be used for another Imduct. Actually, we're going to see... That could be Ib. Yes, it is Ib. I was going to say Aram. Aram can't be used off that. Imduct's effect's going to be used to special summon a monster. Special summoning Lee. Lee's effect's going to activate. Probably searching World. I would search World Legacy, World Chalice, make Aram, make Imduct, tribute Imduct with World Legacy, World Chalice, and then make... That's actually, like, and the thing is, that's another thing I really like about World Chalice, is that this deck doesn't really hurt it. Like, there's nothing else that really cares about all those searches. Like, I don't think there's anything else that searches. I mean, yes, Waterfront does, if you're running Kaijus. But, really, like, the deck doesn't care about Droll and Lockbird. It cares about Ash Blossom, by all means. It cares about Max C, like, a lot. But it does not care about it. Droll and Lockbird. But we do see the play that I talked about. Summoning Aram, summoning Imduct. Aram is actually just going to tribute World Legacy, World Chalice to summon Ib, which is really strong because now World Legacy, World Chalice is going to summon 2 World Chalice monsters with different names other than himself. Lee's search effect is once per turn, and it's a hard once per turn. Yep. And Ash Blossom. Woo-wee! Like I said, the deck does care about that. And Exodius would be really clutch, because if he summoned Exodius, he could return all the monsters and then summon back out Mystical Shine Balls and continue with his play. But I don't know if he has it. But we do see Tom 123, 123. We don't know what this card is. We do know, however, he ain't got nothing else left. He ain't got nothing else left in his hand. We see World Legacy's Heart. I forgot the name for a second. Hey, it's World Legacy, World Chalice, and Lee. I didn't notice that. And this is the level 2. That sucks. That's terrible. You can attach Wonder Wand to it, so that's cool. It's gonna add Lee and World Legacy, World Chalice. Probably gonna see a Firewall Dragon come down, and then World Legacy, World Chalice is coming down after that. I don't know if that card's once per turn, the search effect. And I don't know if it got negated, if it can activate again, because Ash Blossom doesn't negate the activation. It negates the effect, which is key. And the reason that's key, because nothing's going on right now, the reason that's key, there's a lag, that's why. The reason that's key is because sometimes cards will say negate the activation, and sometimes cards will say this card can only be activated once per turn. So if you go to activate something that can only be activated once per turn, and we see an Ingrisku summoned, not going to draw a single card. What? Probably Lee and World Legacy, World Chalice will be summoned off of that, is what I'm assuming Sancty's doing, is walling up a little bit here. Because Lee does have 2,000 defense, and World Legacy, World Chalice does float. So that's probably what he was doing there. Yep, okay. Ningrisu is probably going to send himself. Maybe send Venus and the back row. Oh, sending Transmodify for Rescue. Rescue special summons, I believe. You can banish this card, target one Spiral monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So, we saw, I believe this was... No. 1, 2, 3. This. Terraforming Droll and Lockbird, Ash Blossom, Spiral Gear Drone, and Rescue. That was Tom 123, 123's opening hand. not super duper strong, especially if Resort gets negated. If Resort didn't get negated, actually, that was a really strong opening. Actually, yeah, strike what I just said. If Resort did get negated, that would have been a really strong opening. But we see Spryals losing to the Ghost Ogre. I'm pretty sure Tom123 is going to want to go first here. I don't know what... Excuse me. I don't know if he built his deck to go first or second. But I'm pretty sure he's going to choose to go first here. I wouldn't want Sanctity to go first anyway, because they can open pretty strong. Archlord Christia, Gamma Seal, a lot of different things that World Chalice can do. I really do like World Chalice. And I don't really like doing Marker Watch videos anymore. Got Ghost Ogre again! Whoo! Anyway, because I did a poll on... I did a poll on Animo. Oh my gosh, he opened Venus again! Maxi, I was waiting for I knew Maxi was coming. And Ash Blossom, that's GG! I called it! But anyway, I don't do market watches anymore because I did a poll on Animo of what people wanted to see. It got like 60 votes or something like that. And of the 60 votes, there was 4 choices. Market Watch got 0 votes. Zippity doodah, zippity day. But the reason I bring up Market Watch is because both these decks are really fun, really strong. Spirals are obviously a little bit stronger. They could get hit by the ban list, and they might be in the same tier a little bit sooner. But both these decks are very good, and they're both pretty cheap. Now, if you're running the Firewall spam version of World Chalice, it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but Spirals are pretty cheap, and if the deck doesn't get hit by the ban list anytime soon, it's going to be pretty strong for the near future. That being said, the duel is over as we see World Chalice defeat Spirals, because hashtag Ghost Ogre broken.